Because members, if we are going to go through these things, these irregularities, issue by issue, one by one, we'll be here up to 6 o'clock. We must just decide who carries the cross.
Yeah, maybe the governor can confirm. Who was the person in office at the material time? Is he still with the county?
No, he retired. But out of curiosity, if he has retired, why didn't we go with some of the people? I can see you have 27 employees who consume 3.0 million, and they had achieved an age of 60 years, but was still appearing in the June 2025 payroll. Why didn't you send him? It is in audit query number 9, page 10. There were 27 employees who had attained the age of 60 and had not retired. It was still appearing in the payroll. Maybe director of HR. What was the issue here? You had paid 3.0 million to 27 employees who are over 60. But the director retired. What was the issue here? Through the chair. That is page 10, audit number 9 of the OAG report.
Retention of staff?
No, retention of staff beyond mandatory retirement age.
Chair, all these conversations around the professionals in Bomet could be appointed to a problem with the hiring process. That it is clear that competence is not what informs how people end up in these offices. Because how is it possible that going through all these professionals, from the accountants to the HR professionals, they are making very basic professional mistakes? Who are these people, Governor? Where do you find them?
Chair, some of these people, the 27 that has been mentioned, include my deputy governor, include public service board members that had fixed contract. You could not terminate before the expiry of the 6 years. I have also my advisors, around 3-4 of them, who have also, I brought them when they were still, they were under 60.
What do those people do? What sort of advice do they render? Is it, what is the dominant community in Bomet? Are they advising you on the local culture? What? I mean, why do you need Wazes to advise you?
A professor. And he's a professor.
Chair, I don't think we can describe Wazes to be useless.
Nobody has said that. We just want you to tell us what advice do those Wazes render?
It depends on their area, because we have legal advisor, economic advisor, and so forth. So there's line.
Chair, allow me.
Maybe, sorry, Bambua, can I come before you?
You go, yes.
Governor, I thought you are around 3 advisors as per the law, which are above 60, the board. But the number is too huge, is 27. Yes, Chair, I agree. Because when the payrolls was pulled out, there were around 11 or 14 ECD teachers that were not active. They are not earning any salary, but they were captured like they are earning salary. Out of the 27, I think we have around 14 of them. So how many remain? That is 16. Yeah, and then so I have public service board members. I have my advisors, three of them. And the deputy governor? I have the deputy governor. Okay. Yes. So you want to confirm to us that these 3 advisors are not advising you on the local culture? They're advising you on economy, on... These are my advisors as advised by the SRC. Okay. You know, we had a governor from Turkana who had advice to advise him on Turkana culture, yet he's a Turkana. So that clarity should come out very clear. I yield back, Chair.
Maybe they're advising him on how to be the kingpin.
But Professor Barchok has never expressed he wants to be a kingpin. At least I know that for a fact.
Can you confirm that?
Maybe tomorrow, Chair, but...
Chair, just some clarification. This total amount that we are speaking about, because you said there's 5 pages of HR issues, I think we should not lose track of the figures that are involved. Correct. I don't know what the total comes to OAG, because I can see 48 million on irregular payment of salaries and personal allowances, 14 million on special house allowance, 2.4 million on irregular payment of extraneous allowance, special salaries 2.8 million. What is the total? Another 1.18 million on non-practicing allowance, uniform allowance 4.2 million, responsibility allowance 1.3 million. What is the total amount we are querying?
The total is that one in the first paragraph. That is 48 million 181 million 528 shillings.
That includes all these other ones that you have spoken to?
Yes, it covers all that.
Chair, am I...
Chair.
Sorry.
Now, Governor, I don't know, Chair, you are talking about 5 pages. You know, I have 11. I don't know, maybe I'll look at the different documents.
11 on HR.
Yes, and I'm wondering that if you're going to even have a conversation, Governor, on HR issues, what conversation would that be? Would it be a conversation on what has gone wrong or whether there is anything that has gone right? Because surely from these documents here, everything in HR has gone wrong. Anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. From payment of salaries to payment of allowances, to house allowances, to recruitment, promotions, to non-practicing allowance, special salaries again, overpayment of basic salary, payment of responsibility allowance. I mean, everything, including recruitment of staff, everything has gone wrong in HR. And Governor, I have just consulted Senator Sifuna to be sure that you're actually serving your second term. So unlike your HR director who can hide under the phrase, "It wasn't me," the buck stops at your door. How could you preside over a county in such a mess? I mean, you have what, 1.5 years to live? Even if you are to give it your best, I don't see how you're going to correct all this. It means, Chair, from the look of things, that the HR in Bomet is completely in a mess. That's my submission.
Chair, in addition, Governor, this regular engagement of casual workers that was consuming 119 million and 081,002, maybe you can give us the number and who are these people, and whether now that we are questioning around the human resource issues within your county, is there a transition, Governor, to ensure, that will be my second question, to ensure that they are transited into permanent and pensionable? And if it is the municipality workers, have you given them the autonomy to hire maybe cleaners, people who do cleaning services within your municipalities, either in Bomet, Sotik, and many other urban centers? So these 119 million on casual workers through the chair, who are these people and what are they doing? And then, you know, there should be a career progression. Are you giving them PNP after some time, or they are just there? And finally, this county public service board that left office, you have seen there is a lot of mess. Were you working together? Because it looks like they decided, this county public service board that left, they decided to create a mess in your human resource. Were you working together, or they were doing their own thing to ensure they mess your county government? My two questions, Chair.
I think even before you respond, the 119 million on casual workers, this we must query. This one we must deal with. It cannot be sorted through a global, conversation, because The Auditor General says 119 million was incurred on casual wages. Payment to the casuals were made to the heads of departments on a monthly basis, but the payments were not accounted for by the departmental heads. You know, this we must deal with. So Senator Chirage, yes, you brought it up, but I think this we must deal with and look at the evidence that is supplied. The other thing that we must deal with on this HR is on the treatment of ECD teachers. I think under HR, those are the two issues that we can drill down on. Then the rest, we shall just make the stiffest recommendations possible to clear the mess. So, would you want the governor to first respond, or we go to the two specific issues?
So maybe the governor can note so that I don't need to come back.
Okay, Chair, I know I wish he could just point me to just one aspect in HR that's working, just one. I mean, that would lighten my day.
Chair, thank you very much, and I've noted the concerns of the members, but I want to say, Chair, cleaning of payroll is a continuous exercise, and for the record, Chair, where we started was worse than this. So, from my own analysis and where I sit, as much as we are not 100%, there are a lot of improvements. Because, Chair, I will tell you, where there were post workers in my payroll, people who are being paid and they are not giving services to the people of Bomet. We have had around 3 major cleanups of our payrolls with the assistance of consultants. But still, there are still things that are still outstanding, which to me, from my own assessment and from where we started, Chair, I think we are almost there. Except for these small things that are still coming up, popping up. Even these special salaries. It is one thing that I thought we had cleared because it came from our interaction with the consultant that we had engaged and with the assistance of the Ministry of Public Service. We cleared quite a number. But still, Chair, as I've said, cleaning of payroll is a continuous. Even in Parliament, I want to believe that is the same story. National government, that is the same story. But we are committed to ensure that we have proper remuneration of our people. Everybody should be given his entitlement in terms of the packages that they are entitled to. And services are also given to our people, because we don't want to have people in our payroll that are drawing salaries and they are not giving services to our people. So, Chair, we are not 100%, but there is something that we have done about the same. There is something that we are doing today about the same. Even this audit is not about fault finding. It's one way of strengthening our systems. So this discovery has strengthened me to ensure that I have control on this HR. Otherwise, what we will be doing here will be not making any sense. No, so the reason why I'm seated before you, Chair, today is because I want to strengthen my HR, how I'm managing the finances and so forth, and be transparent and accountable to the resources that have been given.
Governor, the evidence on the paper is to the contrary. But now that you have cleared ghosts from your payroll, how many employees do you have?
Total numbers here? Public service board, public service.
Chair, good morning. My name is Paul Mutahi, Chief Officer Public Service. We have 3,700 employees currently.
And casuals?
Those are total. Inclusive
of casuals?
Yes, inclusive of casuals.
So who are the ones who are on a permanent basis? What's the number that's on permanent basis?
It should be about 3,600 something.
3,000?
We'll have to confirm.
600?
Yes.
In your staff establishment, what is the ideal number of employees that you should have?
We have been working with the help of KTSP on the ideal staff establishment, because we realize what was there may not be ideal, and it will be there about 5,000 maximum, 5,600.
5,000. Your wage bill is already at 48%.
That's true.
So if you double the number of employees, everything that comes to Bomet will go to salaries.
Establishment before was over 10,000, so we are, in order to bring it down to around 5,000. It doesn't mean we'll fill all those positions.
Okay, let's come back to what's...
Chair, I'd like to make a comment as I go about the issue before you give your recommendations on the variances on the payroll. It is true that what we should take, and probably AOG will agree with me, is that on the 3.5 billion in the financial statements against schedules of 3.515, what we should take, the correct one would be the schedule, the 3.515. So it will look like there's an error in some payments not finding its way to the financial statements or being reclassified in the financial statement to another caption. We would like to look at that. So
Governor,
it's not alarming because the schedule should be the most correct because it gives you item by item, name by name, who was paid, how much was paid. So if the schedule is summing up to 3.15 and the financial statement is 3.5, clearly the financial statements will not be correct. So we will sit down with the team in Treasury and do a quick
I think you should be sitting on this side, not on that side, because you know what the problem is. Why didn't you advise the team preparing the responses to do the right thing?
Sorry, Chair. Sometimes we learn, and going forward, we will not find those glaring errors.
Yeah, because you have said exactly what we have said,
yes.
And that is advice that should have been put into practice as you are, bringing your responses to the Senate.
And lastly, Chair, on the several issues you have raised regarding payments, allowances to staff. We had a meeting the other week with His Excellency the Governor, and we have agreed we're going to remove all those allowances, and we were going to recover those that were paid irregularly.
Okay, fine. Now let's deal with specific things. We have been dealing with global issues. Let's see how you are dealing with ECD teachers, and then casuals. Patrick?
Chairman, arising